It's week 10 and it's Friday, so not a lot of running this week. Went to pick up the car, I'll drop the car off on Monday, so I did a 3k run from the garage to Costa just to crack a bit of workout. But that was very much like easy, a bit of a plod. So obviously that was after race day, and then Tuesday I woke up and just had a bit of groin / like inside of my quad pain. So yeah, just like took it easy, started icing it almost immediately, trying to stretch it off a little bit, and then just didn't get any better. So just been doing rest, ice, self massage with some like massage balm or wax, and then a bit of massage gun, as well as like a bit of warm water, so going into the hot tub. And I've just been like repeating that, luckily working from home, so I've been able to do that as I've like worked, kind of thing. Just repeating that process all week really, and day on day it's just got better and better. So I've really hit it hard with trying to help the recovery of that and healing, as well as doing all the right things in terms of like food intake, like hydration, all that kind of thing, because that obviously helps. And then yeah, we'll just see how we go. So wanted to get to Friday really before I made a decision on whether I'd give the 5x1k a go, which is the final session. But I've just made the decision that there's no real need to push myself to do it if I can rest up, recover, and be ready for race day next Sunday. So yeah, I mean, it's just one of them, not a lot I can do about it apart from try and recover as hard as I can. But I suppose how I've gone about this week I'm really like proud of is making sure that I'm doing everything I possibly can to help the muscle or tendon, whatever it is, or sheathing, I don't know, but whatever it is in the area which is inflamed and sore and damaged, repair. So it's really chuffed with that really. Sort of accepting where I'm at with not finishing the final 5x1k session. I feel like I'm in a really good position with how all the other sessions have gone, the key sessions, like the interval sessions, as part of the plan. So I don't know how much I'd get from just this one 5x1k session. Obviously in an ideal world you'd do it, but there we are. So just on the nursery collection today, Varian and Brent, it's miserable, and it's cold, really cold, hands are freezing, so just cold and wet. And it's been really windy this week as well, so I mean, sort of, you never want to do a session when it's proper windy, when you're like running into gusts, because you know it's going to affect your time, your splits. So in a way, that sort of helped my decision making process anyway, that the weather wasn't ideal. Maybe if it was absolutely perfect conditions, maybe I would have like been more itching to get out and do it. So just been reflecting like for loads this week about obviously what I've explained to you with how I made the decision not to do the 5x1k session. Sounds really straightforward, but hopefully everyone out there knows that when you're coming to make that decision yourself as a runner, it's not that straightforward of a decision, because you've got your ego to contend with and your like anxiety of missing a session and all that. Come on, Brent. So yeah, it wasn't straightforward. I was constantly weighing it up, thinking, is it better to do the session? Because the injury itself, like not the injury but the niggle, it's not like full-on pain. Like you could like I've got no issues. If it was goal race Sunday, I'd have no issues with doing the goal race, because you just do it, and but afterwards you just be a bit sore, I think. So part of me was going through my head was, part of the thing that was going through my head was, I'll just do the 5x1k session and then rest up and recover hard for the next week. But it's not worth the risk of being more sore and doing more damage, just isn't worth it for me. So yeah, this week has just helped me reflect on the block as a whole, and I've been beating myself up about the block being longer in what it should have been, and the way I've sort of been negative towards that in my head is, oh well, you've missed a lot of the block. But I haven't actually missed any of the key sessions. I don't think the only key session I've missed is the 5x which is the final one. The like interval work, that's what I'm deeming as like the key sessions. I understand there's like tempos, I've missed loads of tempos, I've missed loads of long runs, but same as the last plan, I just haven't been able to balance it all. So yeah, the 5x is the only like interval session that I've missed. So I've had a really good block really. I know it's been a bit stop-start, but I'm still like absolutely chuffed with everything and how it's gone. Because I put it all into like an Excel table and sort of grade the weeks out, which I couldn't have done, and every possible chance that I could have taken a session on and done a session, I've done it, and that's absolutely massive. It's like, as soon as I saw that, it sort of helped me accept that I've actually done a really good job. So kudos to me for taking opportunities when I have done, and performing as I have done on the sessions that I've done. Oh, this is really difficult to try and keep rain off of the lens. A lot of people say, why do you wear gloves when you run, even when it's not that cold? Well, the reason is, if you're recording and trying to get footage, it's an easy way to wipe the lens. That's what I quickly learned, because without the gloves, it's just a pain in the arse, because there's nothing you can really wipe the lens with quickly. So a little fun fact for you. Yeah, so absolutely chuffed, still on cloud 9. Really like proud of how I've recovered this week and how much effort I've put in, doing all the right things and the decisions I've made over the last few weeks, or over the whole block really, not just this week. And I'm feeling like I'm going to get to race day, if I keep recovering at the same rate, in absolute tip-top condition. So the only fly in the ointment is I've got a stag do Saturday in Cardiff, paintballing, and I'm obviously going to go, because I'm committed to the stag do. I don't want to let anyone down, but I'm just a bit like, oh, running around, like jumping on the floor and hiding behind things. That's not going to be great for the quad and the groin, or the groin issue. But just have to take it easy, and if I get splattered with paint and paintballs, then just have to take it on the chin. So yeah, aside from the running, it's been really nice this week to double up with Izzy on like the nighttime routine. So we've both been able to spend more time where I am, when more so than if I was trying to get a run in on alternate days. And that's been nice. And we've done quite a few like family walks with the dogs, which has been stressful / really nice. It's stressful because taking 2 dogs and everyone out together is just a bit of a it's a bit anxiety inducing, shall we say, but no, it's really nice, and yeah, we've all loved it, so happy days. Not really sure what else to update you on. Trying to use the time to ramble because there's no running content this week. I've just got a superfood blend from My Protein, or My Vegan, whatever that, I think that's My Protein, just a section of it. It's just full of like all the good stuff you get from like, all the superfoods. So I'll put a picture of that up of what it looks like. I'm just going to start using that as part of my morning routine to just take the opportunity to start the day on the right foot and get all the right goodness inside of me. Obviously I appreciate that eating the vegetables and the superfoods themselves will be a better way to do it, but in the absence of that, or to double up on that, it'd be good to get this super food blend down me. Come on then, bring it here. Look at the ducks. Look at the ducks. Quite looking forward to the end of this block now, to start mixing things up a bit, maybe do a bit more on Zwift in terms of racing and sort of interval and speed work, to get to grips with that a little bit, because getting the bike halfway through both blocks, I haven't really had the opportunity to like prioritise any hard efforts on there with the running, or I haven't wanted to, shall we say. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to just after the block is over, depending on the outcome, just start experimenting a little bit with the types of sessions and look a little bit into lactate threshold work, look a little bit into VO2 max training and hills and things like that, and just to have a bit of freedom to just wing it a bit and just focus on building one aspect of running, which I haven't probably had the opportunity to do before, or I have had the opportunity, should I say, but haven't had the determination and the sort of the confidence to have a go at something like that. So that's all quite exciting. So as always, like, if you want to see any more of that, just let me know, because it's really helpful to understand what you want to see. Obviously I'm going to just keep doing what I enjoy anyway in the absence of that, but it just adds a bit of a guide to say, if someone says, oh, you know what, you should do a little bit more of that or a little bit less of that, like that would help me out massively. So if you are sat there thinking anything like that, then let me know, preferably in the comments, but if not, on all the other platforms. So that's week 10 wrapped up. No more running, or no running this week, shall we say, apart from dodging balls of paint and trying to get out of the way of being hurt. Yeah, so that's it. Next week, the finale, race week. Absolutely buzzing. Gonna keep recovering hard, and hopefully I'm in tip-top condition to get the sub-19 smashed out.